Yeah, you're right. I think you've got a point. It's kind of an academic exercise because you know that if one breaker proves out and everyone proves out on its own, the two together are going to prove 3, 2, 1.
Here, we single pole tripped. We really did. Single pole trip. We really did get us on one ground.
No. We got PSV 27.
And we got PSV 27 for the time that shows up.
Yeah, this is a tutorial on how to use the Omicron test set with the 500 kV V&T. First thing we're going to do is go to the desktop and find Test Universe and launch that. Once it boots up, you're going to select Advanced Transplay. So you launch that. Okay, it's launched, and now the first thing we want to do is import a comtrade file. So you go to File, Import. Here's the list of comtrade files. We're going to select Test 1 here at the top. Double click on it, and when this Apply Profile box comes up, you just hit Cancel, and now you go to Detail View and you start assigning the terminals according to the comtrade file you want to apply. In this case, the Omicron will apply the topmost set of traces to this default window, and you have to make sure it's the right terminal. So we're going to go in and change this. Now it's important to note that we need to roll B and C phases because the Omicron is not spaded into the test switches of the relays. So we have to go in here and make sure we roll B and C phase on potentials and currents, all the while making sure we're on the correct terminal. Okay, now that that's complete, we also want to go into, this is the analog out tab of this view. We want to go to general to make sure we're set up properly. Right here it says on the top radio buttons you have a start test condition. Right now it's defaulted to immediately. So what we want to do, we want to trigger on the iRig-B pulse or the GPS pulse, so we select that radio button. We've done the traces, making sure we have the correct roll and all. Now we go to the hardware configuration, which is this button up here. And here's where we make sure we're getting the right source signal for triggering. Okay, so it starts off in the general tab. We want to roll over to the far right tab. It's called iRig-B and GPS. Select that. And in our case, we're going to trigger via iRig-B. Pull this up and we say OK to that. And what we expect to see is this satellite to come dark now. Now we have the ability to start our test. And I'm going to call out the traces so you can see. One last thing we want to do is go one signal per diagram. You'll see all the potentials and currents. And down here you're going to see the next possible start, and it's going to count down. And make sure you contact the remote terminal so you can all sync and start at the same time. So here we go ahead, assuming I've made the phone call, we are in agreement, we hit the start test. Okay, we're rolling. We have 30 seconds from initiating the test. You'll hear some clicking. This is an out of section test. We don't expect to hear any trips. So they were triggering, starting the test, and we're 99% complete. Now we're 100% complete. At this point, you need to stop the test so you can commence with the next round, and you can see now you have your satellite back and you're ready to start the next test, whether it's this one or you want to import another test. Now I'm going to start west, start east. Counting down from 20 seconds. 15, 10, 5 seconds. 0, 1 second of pre-fall. And we through. We got a 3-pole trip here, Monica.
Just a good enough for James at 203. Public code application does sometimes say the state of
Okay, at that point, yeah, I'd say that means we could. This is kind of going back to Steve's comment. If you include the 19.2 by itself and 8.2 by itself, we're both timing out 26 seconds and counting. Oh, I take it back. All I did was reset everything. I'm back to, sorry.
2, 1.
I can't do it right now. Because it fell under the 15-second rule.
So that part makes sense. Oh, maybe that's the 3-pole trip. You logged into too. And
How about 7:59?
I didn't start here. I was here at 7:59. I was. Is that a new hat that you got in your Christmas stocking?
I had it for a while, actually.
Oh, you did it before.
I don't always pull it out.
You keep it in your man purse.
It's just a purse.